Hi and welcome everybody. My name's Dr. Arden Arwin and I will be coordinating this module, Hands-on History, next year. Basically, this module is part of our core modules and this one concentrates on primary sources. So in semester one, you will have done Introduction to History, where we basically give you the basics on how to do history at university, whereas this module helps you progress further into some of the key ingredients that we as historians use in order to do history, and that is primary sources, number one, which is what this module focuses on, and number two, historiography, which is something you will be doing as your core module in year two. So this is a part of your core modules which will take you through from beginning in semester one, year one, all the way through to your dissertation in year three. So this module basically will introduce you to loads of different types of primary sources and how historians have used them. And this is important because this is where us historians get our information from. We use primary sources in order to come up with conclusions about the past. And so for you guys to be good historians, you obviously need to know how to use these types of sources. But more than anything, we also want to open you up to the world of possibilities and types of sources that are out there. At Aberystwyth University, all the lecturers are active researchers. And what that means is that we all write our own history books and articles. And so by getting to know the kinds of sources that we use, you will also get to know about these processes in more detail. So it's a really cool module that looks at different types of sources. So it includes more traditional types of sources that some historians use, such as manuscripts, archival documents, official papers, but also encompasses the range of other types of sources that we use as historians here in the department. This includes things like images and films, propaganda, things such as ballads, newspapers, and my own type of research, which is oral history, that is interviews with people about the past. So the really cool thing about this module is that it will show you how historians have used these sources and how you can use these sources and incorporate that into your essays and your work. It also allows us to explore how these sources have been used across time. So using images from the early modern period and medieval period, how do we do that? How do we read them? What does it tell us about the world at that time? But then the same thing goes for photography. How do we read these kinds of sources? So as I said, this looks at a range of different things and will introduce you to the types of sources that we use here at ABBA. So the way that it's taught is there's an introduction lecture followed by a series of workshops in which you'll explore various types of primary sources that we use within the department as historians. There will also be two practical sessions where you get to prepare for the assessments. Number one is a 2,000 word essay, and then also a 10-minute group presentation. And it's in these practical sessions that you will be preparing for those presentations. Once they are done, you will then complete a 500-word reflective essay. So this is how it's taught, the module. So if you want to now, I know you're all off school at the moment, do some prep, thinking about what to do over the coming months while preparing for coming to uni. Pick a primary source that interests you most. There could be anything. It could be a cartoon, it could be comic books, it could be propaganda, it could be the documents of a prime minister, whatever kinds of primary source that you think sounds most interesting to you. Research that source online, what kind of source is it, how have historians used it, and then write up what you have found out about that source. You know, who's used it, how have they used it, where can you get hold of it? So if you do have any questions about this module or any other ones, don't hesitate to get in touch. My name is Dr. Arden Arwin. Here's my contact details. There's our Twitter down there if you want to follow us. But if you do need anything, give us a shout. Thanks.